Hey guys, hope everybody's doing good. Looks like we've got a little friend here that wants some attention. Change my mode here. Where'd he go? Just had to come pick on this, didn't you? Well, sorry for that rude rude interruption, but as you can see, from what we had stopped at on our last video, we kind of found this area here on the beach that we wanted to build our spot at. We thought this was a good spot. I went ahead and like I discussed, you know, most of the videos that that I do, I don't necessarily want to watch. I don't necessarily want to watch, you know, people build. It's not real exciting. Um, it's not the most funnest thing to watch. Sorry about that. I'm checking the stream. It seems to be not working just correctly for some reason. I'm sorry. It's the first issue I've had, and again, for y'all that may have not caught the first, I am a very new streamer. All of this is new to me, so you're just going to have a little patience and forgiveness on some of my dumbness when it comes to this stuff, because I am learning on the fly. Um, but I guess it's working. So anyhow, where were we? So um, we had decided this was the area we was going to try and build a base. I thought it was a decent little spot. I think, you know, as I thought about it ending the stream last night, that I think this was actually really close to the area that sorry, I'm still messing with some junk here. This was really close, I think, to the area excuse me, that when I first played, was introduced to this. I want to think this is kind of where we started. It didn't last long, us playing. Again, I got really frustrated, didn't know what I was doing. The person teaching me was not a good teacher. He knew the game, but he just didn't do a good job explaining some of the stuff, and I lost interest pretty fast. But now that I've experienced it, I've learned it, I've watched other people play. I'm not by any means a professional at it, but I feel comfortable playing the game, and I have fun doing it, and that's what matters. But anyhow, I went ahead and did up a few mats, and I didn't have everything I needed. I miscalculated a little, so I had to fly back over to the spot where we started at, and make up a few more mats, and here we are. So it'll give you a chance to kind of see, you know, what I'm doing here. I've really started building these octagon shaped. I guess it's octagon, whatever. I kind of like it. Now what I do, what I've learned, and that's just, I think that's experience in a game, or, you know, playing survival games and building bases and stuff, you pick up on things, and sometimes they kind of overlap a little bit in ideas and stuff like that. Um, but with this, you know, used to, I would, when I was playing up until the last maybe year or so, I was making foundation blocks for everything. Well, you don't have to. For you guys that are, yeah, you're probably seeing some dinos that we didn't have before, and I'll go over those briefly. I'm not going to go uh, too in depth on all of that. This was actually our taming pen that we had over there. I'm just going to set it up over here somewhere out of the way. Put it out here. I have learned a few things by playing. What works for me doesn't mean it works for you or the next person. But what I was going to say was, used to, I would make up a bunch of foundation blocks and just make a big square, which you can do that. There's nothing wrong with that, but you don't have to go through all the mats. You see what I don't know if you can, yeah, here we go. So they're not, it's just on the perimeter, just your outline of whatever building design you want to do for your bottom section. If you want to do multi-layers, that's an option for you, but you don't have to. But the main thing is just do an outline, right? You don't have to do all of it solid, so that saves you a lot of mats, a lot of time, a lot of resources that you know you don't have to worry about. You don't have to worry about, you know, spending so much time gathering resources. Sorry about that. I was checking my audios. I was having issues with audios earlier, but I think I've got it straightened out, and I have no idea, 100% sure, what I did to fix it. But anyhow, back to what I was sharing. You just do the outline, right? You're just going to do the outline of what you want to do. A square, rectangle. You can do a shape like this, whatever you're wanting to do. And then the inner pieces, you just fill with the depending on what shapes you went with a square, or if you did the triangle pieces, is what you're going to create to fill the inside of your shape. So I went with the triangle pieces, and so you use that the stone quarter and triangle ceiling, right? So that's what all these little pieces here are. So we've still got a few of those to put in. We got to do the last leg here of this outside. We got some wall pieces to put up, and that'll get you going. I'm not real concerned after that getting, you know, that'll allow us to start putting stuff in here. What I usually do is do everything from the RG, because more than likely you're going to be overweight. As you can see over here, it's flashing red. So this is generally how I kind of do it, is I do everything from here. So then I can just walk around, or I can fly, or I can do whatever. So we're going to finish this here. Hopefully I did not, so we're going to be short a couple. I did not figure correctly. Apologize for that. That's an easy fix. It's not a big deal. So we've got a couple of floor pieces here in the middle, so we're not falling through the floor. Got some doors. And with the CS Plus mod, you see we've got a big gate here, and it autos, right? Well, in the original Ark, you didn't have that option. You had to, you know, you had to get off your tames and open and shut the doors. But as modders came along, they made mods like auto doors and stuff where you could, you know, but some of these mods now include that auto option for your doors, and it's handy. It's a convenience, you know. But I don't know. I don't know if if you can turn that off or not. I'm not real sure in this mod if that's something that you can turn off, or you're stuck with the auto. I'm not real sure, to be honest. I've never really messed with it to see. Looks like we got plenty of walls. So if we want to do another layer of walls around, we got a good start here. As you can see, we've got some, I went ahead and brought over some of the things that were at the old base. I made some more boxes, start storing stuff. And now it's basically, you know, what looks, when we still got the 2 floor pieces to do. That's no big deal. Excuse me. Now it's basically deciding on, you know, how do you want to lay out your base? Again, it's all personal preference. How you want to, you know, what you visualize, what you see. Typically, what I try to do for myself is, like, I decide, okay, you know, am I going to do a greenhouse on this side? Am I going to do a greenhouse on this side, out this door? You know, where's that going to be? Where am I going to do the greenhouse? Because for that, you know, then you want your cooking stuff closer to that door, right? It makes sense. So I think what we're going to do is probably I'll put the smelter down here. This stuff can be moved around if it's not exactly what you wanted. So don't fret over that either. Put the fireplace here in the corner. We got this here. I'm just going to put some of this stuff down just to get it out of my way. And there'll be stuff that might get rearranged. We got these boxes that need to go down. I typically like to start. I like to try and get my boxes, and I don't know why I'm not really OCD, but I don't know why it is so hard sometimes to get these damn things lined up to when you start stacking them, that they're not ending up glitched through the wall. See there, you got all that space on this side, then there it's going into the wall. So I've got to pick this and back up and try and guess about what I was doing and turn it a little bit. It can be such a frustrating thing. I've spent, well, not hours, but I've spent several minutes. Now why is that not? That's weird. All right, let's try it again. Get it away from the wall a little bit. For some reason, it's really having issues. Maybe I ought to do it here. Well, I don't want to do it there because I might want to put a big door here. I don't know yet. Probably not, but yeah, probably not. I don't know why that was having so much issue there, but it was. Trying to get this lined up again. That might be about right. Let's see. Nope. See how much gap we got here? And then it's right against that board. It just, I don't know why I struggle with it, but boy, I do. It's just, you can't see what you're doing, you know, from this side, whether you've got it twisted one way or the other, and there's nothing really referencing whether or not you have it straight. There's not a real good reference. Let's see what that looks like. That's into the wood. See, that's away from the wood. So it's just, it's really the only thing that bugs me, because I don't want my boxes looking all weird. And so that's right against it. And that's sticking out, so I really didn't make any headway there. Try that. It's into the wood. Yeah, I went too far that time. See what that looks like. So we're off the wall a little. We're into the wood a little there, so that means we're tilted too much again. I apologize. I know this is real exciting stuff watching this, but I'm sorry. I just want to get it. Once you get it, for some reason, that is not wanting to even snap there. It's crazy. I've never had that issue. It's almost like I was standing in the way for it to snap, and that looks pretty good. See there? Barely going over there, and just barely going over there. So that's pretty darn close. So that gets us a start there, and what I like to do is get those first, and then I have my your smithy. So then I come and put my back against it, right? Because I like to be able to, when I'm crafting stuff, sometimes sometimes you want to be like right in the middle, right? So you can look over here, grab the stuff. But with the pull system, you really, it shouldn't even matter where your boxes are, right? As long as it's in the vicinity of what you're at and you're pulling to. If it's in the vicinity of the boxes that have the supplies that you need, it really doesn't. But that is crooked as all get out. I'm going to pick that up. See if I can't do a better job. Can't be much worse. Yeah, that's a little bit better. It's a little crooked, but it ain't that bad. Anyhow. So that's all of that. We can put that back down here. And this is that gun I think I'd shared with you guys that it's really good for picking up structures. If you're taking a taming pin out there somewhere to tame something, you can pick stuff up in a hurry. It's really handy for that. So now that we've kind of got the base built, still like a couple of pieces. We kind of have an idea where we're going to put the rest of the stuff as we get along in the game. The greenhouse, the kitchen area, cooking area, smelting area, so on and so forth. I wanted to go over and share what, throw these dinos out. We need to build some troughs. We need to build some troughs. I'll throw them out in a second. Some feeding troughs. But I don't suspect these to probably live long, but I was flying back after figuring out that I came up short the first time, and I had to get a rest, and this Kentros and a Ceratosaurus were fighting, and the Ceratosaurus had 2 babies. So I thought, they're not very high level, but they'll be good to have around the base, just if little nuisance things come or whatever, and I'll just have them just kind of protecting the area. And then there was a baby Kentrosis, so I grabbed it too. So well, why not, you know? And it's a decent level, to be honest. They're not good for anything, but just to have around the base to protect it, you know. If you're, you know, it's just another dino. That's basically it. They're not going to be anything that we use for any reason. They're just there for looks. And the occasional dino that wants to come and die. So get this out, get this one out. I guess we'll get that out because I plan on us trying to get a little bit better berry getter. Not that those are terrible or anything, but they're not. They were good. Nothing wrong with them. Parasaur's fine. And all this will get cleaned up once we get a little more settled in here and get all of our stuff over here, and I'll ball some of these up that we're not using and get them out of the way and clean this up. I'm just gonna just wanted to go through a little bit of, you know, how I do things and maybe give you some ideas of base building a little bit, and put these balls back in a stack here. Get them out of the way, and then put this stuff back on the hot bar. So I'll give you some berries. Give you some berries until I get my feeding trough. Everybody's got to have a berry. You get the feeding trough, then they can pull. You can just dump your meat and berries in it. You ain't got to worry about none of this. You got to have meat, and you got to have meat. Actually, I think they'll do meat or berries, but I think they do meat. And I know you two do meat. Looks like y'all might have some levels too. Put a few in the health. Like I said, I don't expect these guys to probably last, but if they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. Not the end of the world. Whatever. So, I guess let's fly back over. And we need two more foundation pieces. And we will grab the rest of our stuff. I don't think I had anything else of weight that really matters. Get rid of this crap. Yeah. Okay. Excuse me, we'll fly back over, get the rest of the stuff that we've collected, make up a couple more foundation pieces, and then grab the boxes and whatever's left and bring it back over. And then I would like to go and find a decent level Anki, bring it back and get it tamed, so we can start smelting some metal, because we're going to have it, crystal, cement and paste to go ahead and get a greenhouse going. And then we got to get beehive going. So I think what we're going to do is get this moved over, get everything stored away, and then we're going to go and see if we can't find us an Anki. A decent level. I'd like it to be a really good level, but I don't always work. I haven't wiped the map. I know I shared in the previous video about that, about on the island. For some odd reason, it seems like you kind of have to wipe the map when you really start looking for. We're going to look first, but I'm not going to spend a bunch of time on it, because I know that in the past that's what I've had to do. It doesn't matter if it's on a server, it doesn't matter if it's single player or what. It just, for some reason, you have to wipe the map. So I expect that will be the case. And I'd like to find us an opposite sex. I don't know what this RG is. It is a male, so I'd like to find us a pretty decent female to breed with. And there's a Quetzal. 20, it's a pretty low level. It's like that with everything. Look here, 25, 15, 15. I mean, it's like I don't know. I have no answers for it. It didn't used to be that way. There's a 75, but I mean, we were lucky to find a couple of the utilities, the Doit and the Beaver, to be such high levels, because typically that's not the case. So get over here and get our stuff, get over there and get back with that, put it up in the box somewhere, and see if we can't go find us an Anki to tame and get us some metal brought in, start getting it smelted. Then we'll see what we're looking at for time. I'm going to try not to do too much off from here on out, unless it's doing a metal run or going and grinding to get mats and stuff like wood, stone, things to make cement and paste, or it's stuff like that. I mean, I don't mind if you guys want to see it. Just put a comment in, and I don't mind doing it. But I just I don't like watching it. People do it, especially after I've played so much. But I understand for the new people that might be new to Ark that they want to see how to do it or where to go or anything like that. So I'd be more than happy to show you if that's something that interests somebody. Just let me know. It's not a big deal. But I'm going to try not to do too much of showing that stuff. Going to tame stuff, going into the caves to get the artifacts, that kind of stuff. Some of the breeding, just so anybody that doesn't know about it, kind of what you're doing, what the process is. But I'm not going to show you all of it because it's not. There's nothing enjoyable about it at all. But it is part of the game. So, and for you to have success in killing the bosses, you've got to get you got to get a good breeding going and level them up and get some mutations in the stats, and because you don't want to just go in there all willy-nilly and get all your tames dead. That's a lot of time and frustration that you don't need. So I'd rather be a little overconfident than go in and not know. So any of the resource stuff, I'm really not going to try and make you guys sit through, because again, it's not that enjoyable. Just about there. Looks like we're going to have plenty of stamina. Make it back. We got one lonely old parasaur here. Lonely old parasaur. Stick his head through there a little bit so that we can reach it. We're going to queue this up. That'd be less things we got to worry about taking. I think I can, yeah. We're going to grab all this, put it on there. We needed 2. Oh, we don't have enough stone. No, let's go chop a little stone right quick. Or maybe we can pick it up. I think it said we needed 60, so surely we can. Pick up a few pieces of stone here and there. crazy. You'd think that all this stone sitting down here that a man could get it pretty easy. I think we got enough now. Get our two foundation pieces we need. And I'm not going to tear the thatch down. It's sand. I'm not worried about it. Throw that in the box. Come over here. Try this again. There we go. Now we got two coming. And I'm not worried about these materials. I mean, that is a significant. We might take some of the wood. I don't know. It's really getting the resources at this moment is not a problem. So I'm not too concerned about it. We'll take that, that. Hide. That on the RG. Like over here. That. Metal. That. Take all that. On there. That's all of that. We can pick that box up. Again, I'm not worried about it. A little bit of stone. This stuff is so easy to get. I'm not worried about it. I'm just going to grab the box. Got everything out of this. So we pick this box up. That should be done grinding, so we can put all that in there, and hopefully, and we are close enough to dump all that into the RG. Pick that up. Put that in here. Shouldn't be much, if anything. Pick this up. And that's it. That's it. Well, Mr. Parasaur, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. I don't need you no more. So, good luck. Good luck. Hope you make it. Let him wander, do whatever he wants. Maybe he'll make it. He's got a house to get into. I know, it's cruel. It's just so cruel. That's one thing I don't like doing. Excuse me. Is going and doing a bunch of drops and getting a bunch of stuff, and then you got to figure out, well, this is not where I want to be, and then you got to figure, well, where's my base going to be? Well, I don't want to be here, so you got to try not to collect a bunch of stuff. Don't get excessive getting these drops and doing all this stuff, and just get, like the Doed, get you a beaver, an RG, and find you a place you want to build, and get your for sure location, and get into it as fast as you can, and try not to get a bunch of stuff that you got to worry about making 20 trips to get everything over there. I've done it before where I've got an RG or two RGs or three RGs and 2 or 3 PTs, and I got a whole train of flying things going all the way over there, carrying all my shit because I just couldn't help myself, But I've learned to try and focus on getting this done as fast as possible, and then start playing the game, I guess you could say. Start, hitting the drops and building your other stuff, collecting dinos and all that stuff. It just makes it so much easier to find your home base spot that you want, and get that out of the way. This will give me a chance to show you guys one of the other the other mods that I have gotten used to using. Um, we don't do it if I'm playing with some of my buds. We don't use it on the servers. Um, they've never used it. I've kind of been hesitant in introducing it to them because it, especially if it's a new map. Like if we were going to play this, and I would probably, I'd say, hey, let's take a look at this, see what y'all think. It's not like we can't pull it off if they didn't like it. But it is a mod that it can really save you a lot of time. It streamlines the idea of finding dinos. That doesn't mean you still don't have to go out and look, but it really helps because more than likely, you know the areas, if you've played a map a few times, that you know the areas of where, what you're looking for, where to go look, and this can really speed up if you're looking for some high level stuff, or maybe just a particular dino that's hard to find. It can really speed that up and pinpoint exactly where you need to go. Very early in the game. And that can be a little bit immersive breaking for some people. For me, it's not as big a deal because, again, I've played this map several times, and it doesn't bother me. But for some people, I understand and I respect it. That's not a problem. Dinosuchus, 20 to 70. Barry, 20. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like everything's 15, 25, 10, 25, 30. Just a bunch of low-level stuff, and you fly around all evening trying to find, whatever it is you're looking for, and there's another berry, 15. See what I'm saying? Like that, one of those should have been at least above a 50. Or close to 50 or something, like not 15 and 20. Not both of them. If there was another one, it'd probably be a 5. So I have a strong suspicion we're probably going to have to wipe it, but I'm not going to do it till after after we see if we can find us an Anki. I did find a decent level Argy. I don't remember where it was at. It was like a 135 or something. But I didn't have enough arrows. I had like 10 or 12 arrows, and I knew that wasn't going to be enough. I want to think it was around the volcano island, maybe. Or the volcano mountain, I mean. But we'll be on the lookout for something while we're looking for the Anki. I'm always on the lookout for something. That's one thing you can definitely get caught up in chasing stuff and never get what you actually need. If it's a really good map that has good levels, like Astraeus is a good map. It's not a part of the story, but it is a fun map to play. It's a beautiful map to play. It's got some dinosaurs that are that map only. It's a really, really fun map to play. It's a big map, but they have a couple of dinosaurs that can really make the traveling easy on there. So it's not so bad. And one of them is actually not too hard to tame. It's pretty easy to tame and pretty easy to find. Throat's a little bit hoarse this evening. I apologize, guys. But we're back. Off here. Guess I need to put that box down. This over here. Somewhere close to the cooking area here. I think I want to have my chemical stuff on this side, and we'll do all the cooking stuff over here. I'll just put it here for now. It'll be fine. We're quite a ways from worrying about some of this stuff being perfect, so no big deal. Excuse me. Find those two pieces there. Put them down. The maze of there and right there. Alright, so we're done with that. Now, I just want to get him a little bit closer. I mean up on the table, but whatever. Everybody does things a little different. What I'd like to do is, I need another box, but what I'll do is probably have, like from this corner here, I'll have that, and I'm going to put a box on the end here. Then I don't have any wood, I don't have any stone. I need to get this out of here. Get this meat, go here. Get it over here in the mortar and pestles. Got some more products to make. Generally what I do is like this first box will be stone, that'll be wood, or I might put some wood and thatch or stone and fiber. Then I do like flint and hide. Flint, hide, and crystal in a box. It's generally at the beginning you don't take up much space there for that kind of stuff. So it's keratin. It's chitin. No chitin. Put the stone and fiber here. We'll put wood and thatch there. They kind of go together. Take out this narcotics. I'm going to put it in the workbench for now. Those two boxes that I put over there by themselves, I'll end up with 3 or 4 boxes over there, and they'll be for like your different stuff. You'll have one box for blueprints. You'll have one box for weapons and ammo. You got all that. You know, and anything associated like a scope or that laser attachment, which none of those I don't ever use. But at some point, you can grind them up into base mats and get you, start accumulating mats that way to help your grind out a little. There's some shotgun shells. Get this armor. Might be able to carry a saddle or 2 or 3. Yep. Which we need a couple more boxes, and we'll get to them eventually. But for now, we'll just put the blueprints and ammo, weapon stuff there, and then we'll just take and put the gear and saddles there for now. Like I said, we'll organize it better. It's no big deal. building pieces. And then usually I have like a junk box, and it'll have building pieces and just whatnot of stuff, you know, like these things, and just odds and ends stuff. Because all of it's relevant. You'll use it at some point. Just not immediately right now. I'll just throw it in there. Because you'll want to accumulate. You don't want to throw anything out necessarily. Because you never know what you might want to use. So I think we might be able to make a box. No. We don't have enough thatch. We don't have enough wood. We don't have enough metal. Stone. So we're going to have to go and get those things eventually. We'll have to get those. But everything's got food. We went around and put a little bit on everybody. I think I did. Did I put anything on the moss chops? I don't remember. Yeah. Okay. So everybody's got a little bit of something. They're not going to die anytime soon. It'd take a while, even if they ran out. So there's no worries there. So I'm going to show you what this mod is that I have. And this is called, what's it called? Dino Finder, I believe. Yeah, Dino Finder. So it basically, you just pull up your map, your mini map, then it'll have down here the open finder. And let's say that we're looking for a Allosaurus. You just click on the Allosaurus, or you can click on Ankylosaurus and Allosaurus, or whatever. You just click on the ones you want to find, right? So we're looking for the Ankylosauruses. Then we hit the marker, and that should show us where all the Ankies are in the area. Now it does have kind of a range of how far it'll go, and as you can tell, there is no good levels. There's a 30, there's a 40, there's an 85, which is not just terribly bad, 15, 35, 10. So we might just go and grab that 85 until I wipe the map and let it repopulate. And so then you just left click it, right? And there it is, right there. So it really eliminates a lot of searching, a lot of looking. But I highly recommend, if you are, you know, if you've played the map a time or two or whatever, like, you know, play it a few times, get familiar with the map, get familiar with the dinos, where you would go and look for them and this and that, because it is important that you know that about this game. But that really helps you out in, you know, finding your stuff and not spending a bunch of time. And actually, one of the DLCs, I don't know where it's at, what level it's pretty high level. I don't know, I may not be high enough yet. Yeah, there it is. The Gene Scatter. It comes in Bob's Tales. It's one of the DLCs that you'd have to buy, but there's some stuff that comes with it. And the Gene Scanner, it's kind of like the same thing as the mod. Kind of. Basically, you pull the Gene Scanner up and you hold it, and you go in the radio wheel and look for the dino, or you want to do a dino search, and then it'll bring it up. You just click the name that you want to look, and then it'll spin the wheel to that dino, and then it's got these arrows, and they get green, yellow, and red, and it kind of directs you on where you're supposed to go, but it doesn't tell you what level it is. So yeah, it helps you find them, but that doesn't mean you're going to a good level. So I guess this here is a you know, it's obviously a plus because it does show you, you know, what levels they are. So we just got to fly in here and, well, I don't know if we grab, no, I don't know what happened there. Got it that time. Come in here and grab this thing. But before I get too far, I'm going to do the search again and just see. Click that. I'm going to clear the finder. I'm going to do the Ankylosaurus again. And do that. Because sometimes, like I said, it doesn't, you know, there could be, and there probably is, some stuff maybe over here or over here that it may not pick up on. You know, the range is too far. So, but it looks like it is what it is. Yeah. So, anyhow, this will get us started. It's not like it's terrible. It's not a 5 or a 15, so it's not bad. It's not what I want, but it's fine. It'll allow us to get, you know, get started on our metal processing, and then I can wipe the map, and but I want to see if I can find that. Just have to do a search. I want to see if I can find that I can look right now, I guess. That Argentavis. Pull that off. I'm going to clear. Oh, get what I wanted. Clear the finder. Why I keep hitting that? But there we go. There it is, 135. Yeah, that's the one we want to come. I think. Health 26. Weight's good. Stamina's eh. But it's a lot better than what we've got, and we can breed. We might pick us up a better male. A better male a little bit later. But that would be a good one to come back and get. Right there. Let's go drop this off in the pen. Get it knocked out. Come back over here. Try and maybe this one will stay alive. And we'll see if we can't tame it. We're getting low on stam. I mean, we have just a tick left. Drop him off right here. He'll just wander around. He's not going to go too far before we get enough stam to make it there to the base. So, no big deal. Not going to go far. Just like that. We're gone. And we gone. Have to make some arrows too. I don't think we have many. Well, we got 34. And we picked up a better crossbow. Out of one of the drops, we got a 292, which is not bad. So we got a little bit better crossbow, which means it's not going to take near as many arrows to knock them out, which is good. But we're going to need some more to go do that Archie. We won't. I don't think we'll have enough to do. And we need to kill something that gives us some prime meat. I wished I had a turtle. Our chilions, or our... I don't know what they're called. They're big turtles. I don't even know if they're on this map. They may not even be on this map. But they passively give, you tame them, and they passively... their pen right below us. Airmail. They passively produce this algae. I don't know the name of it. Archilian algae. That's the name of the big turtles. And you just go up and harvest it. And as you can see, it's almost as good as the kibble. Or it is, in this case, as good as the kibble. But I think we've got some citronelle or some carrots or something in the we can use. So anyhow, we're gonna knock this baby out, throw some stuff in it, let it get breeding, try and go get that. Well, we ain't gonna do it if I don't get it. Then we're gonna go see if we can't get that RG right quick. That'll give us, we'll breed it into that one and give us something to run around on. Plus, if something happens and we lose it, then stop there and see what it does. Yeah, that looks like that got him. Yep, that only took like 3 arrows. Well, 4, because I don't know how to shoot, evidently. So we gotta find the box here. Looks like we got citronelle and carrots. We're gonna take and split off 1, 2, 3, 4, just in case. Really need to get rid of some of those dinos on the floor, get them in the box. And dump that in there and let it do its thing. I'm gonna go ahead, need to build some stairs and ramps. I'm gonna go ahead, I think maybe we've got enough to make some arrows here. Do about 25 arrows would be enough. Selected. Oh, we don't have any thatch. Okay. Fine. That's fine. I can remedy that pretty fast. I think we got plenty of wood right here. Alright, that should do it. Open sesame. Old thatch and wood in there. Let's try this again. 25 up. There we go. And we're going to grab some of this. There's 24. That's close enough. As soon as those get done, then we're going to queue this up while we're going down the road. And we got to find something to give us a little bit of prime meat, because that's what's best for taming most of your carnivores. The meat eaters. The meat eaters, that's what they like outside of, like, your kibble or like that raptor. Oh, that's an alpha you can't tame yet. We can kill it. We can kill it. We can kill. Oh, it's gonna. Yeah, going for trouble. Let you have that. There's a. Like there. See, it's raw mutton or raw prime. The Rex. You got the hungry tooth. There's some babies. Some baby doage right there. I know what you're going to say. That was a 90. Well, yeah, it was. It was. You're right. But I don't think we're going to be doing too much with dodos, so. Hot. Why am I hot? Why am I hot? There's no reason for me to be hot. None whatsoever. That's ridiculous. In this map too, for some reason, like that, there's no, I mean, just all of a sudden it's getting dark and it's going to get hot. That don't even make sense. The temperatures on this map sometimes is just, it's just crazy. It doesn't make sense. But what do? You know, now it's saying I'm hot again. I'm hot. Now I'm cold. I'm hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. I don't know. Don't have a freaking clue. Now it's gone away. Well, the RG is distracted by a saber tooth. Level is the saber. It's a 135, but it seems to be that the RG is winning this fight. So I'm going to park up here for a second. It's getting attacked by them Dimorphodons. I got one up and down. It needs to eat something. Them RGs, if they eat something, they'll heal themselves. Okay, it's going to go down maybe. No, I don't know what it's doing. I need it to be close to full health. Problem is that saber-tooth probably healed up. So what's it going after now? Bunch of stuff. Enodons. 110, 115, 135 saber. It's about dead. It is dead. Did that Archie get it? No, it's not doing too good. Why it came and attacked us. But I want it to follow me. Come on. Come on, yeah. Just keep coming. I won't kill you something to eat. We needed to get that health back up because we're going to do damage to it, and I don't think it'll live. So we're going to try and get this raptor right here. There it goes. There you go. Eat, eat, eat. There you go. That's what we wanted right there. Wanted you to eat. Well, you know what we didn't do? We didn't queue up those. Get a little closer. It's not a bad, looks like there's a lot of an area here. Nope, 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 passive. You're going down, baby. Where'd you go? Gotta hurry up and get over there. Make sure something stupid doesn't come in here and hit it. Ruin our taming. Put 3 or 4 pieces on there. I don't know what it takes, but I know that should take care of it. So it's just 1 prime, so it's got plenty of meat. What we have to do is make sure nothing flies in here, or like that raptor come up here and really make things difficult. So baby raptor. Raptors are fun. You know, they're fun little dinos to, you know, if that's all you got for a tame, that's all you got. Ain't nothing wrong with them. And these carnivores, these meat eaters, they take a little bit to build up a hunger where they want to eat. So you just kind of have to wait it out. It's a game. Just keep your eyes peeled for anything sneaking around like a scorpion or a raptor or Diplo or you kind of get used to what you need to look for and what area you're in, what things could, you know, pop in. Seen a Rex up there on the hill, but I don't know what happened to it. I think it's fine. It'll stay away. If it don't, then we'll handle our business. But I don't think he's gonna. I don't think it's gonna come down and interfere with us. Shouldn't be too much longer. It'll eat here in a second. Yep, there you go. And then usually what I do is just type the level it was. Just a habit I have. If I want to name it later, I can name it. But for now, it's mine. See how quick that was? Like you just jump off, shoot it with the gun, it balls it up, and you're gone. The cryopods, you got to jump off, walk up there, and sometimes it takes, sometimes it don't. And if you're needing to get out of there because something's starting to, it can get really, it can test you a little bit. So now we've got an Anki. Looks like it's done taming. We got us a new RG that we're going to breed into this. I wanted to see what this Rex was just by chance. If it was a high level. It's not. It's beautiful, beautiful color though. I like it. Green. Looks good. Yeah, scream your little lungs out. Yeah, scream your little lungs out. I like the color of it though. Pretty cool. But let's go back to base. Check on the Anki. Get this RG out. Oh, there's an Anki up there. What is that one? 20. Huh. Get these dinos out. Might as well see what this drop has. 10, 20. Just terrible. We've been fortunate to find the ones we have without having to wipe the map already. Ain't seen nothing. See a beehive. See a monkey, see a diplo. Yeah, I hear you. Die. Alright. Really ain't much in there that excites me, but we'll grab it. Gone. We out of here. Lined up. And we get, and I still ain't figured out why we were hot. We got some chitin armor. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. I got some aloes across the river there. Come on over and say howdy doody. Got a couple of things that probably play around with you a little bit. Pick him up. Drop him in the hole where he's safe. Now we're really getting congested. Over here. Put this stuff up. second. This jerky over here for us some meat. That can go in there. What y'all growling about? You out here? Come on, open. Open sesame. And over here. Now the thing is, do I have my settings right? And more than likely, I do not. On the maturation of the baby. Plus, I have a feeling that it's going to be too cold, so we're going to take these, unlock the CS standing torches, and we don't have any wood, so I'm going to wait for that egg to pop out. I'll take the beaver and go get some wood right quick, and then make some torches, and we'll set up a little spot with torches to heat it up and see if we can hatch this egg, to see whether we need to adjust things or not. You don't need to be attacking anything. Well, they're about done breeding. In a second, we'll get us an egg. Go, and it says that it's actually the right temperature. So we're going to shut the breeding off on one of them so that they're not continually producing eggs right now. We'll see what we get here. Oh, we got twins. Great. May not be too bad. Let's get them out here. Walk out here because they're going to follow you. Let's get them out here. See what they're 4, 9, 26. So that's not, that should be fine. Then we have to wait and see. See, it says want care at the bottom of the box there. It says wants care in 49 seconds, 48 seconds. So this one's a little bit behind this one. So I'm going to stop this one, walk a little bit, pull this one away from it so they don't clip. What are you doing? Come over here and stop. See what they want. 30 seconds. 30, yeah, this one will be first. Hopefully it's something I got. I'll have to hurry because it's 70%, so whatever it is, if it's something I got to go find, it can be a, hopefully it's just, okay, wants to go on a walk. Easy enough. So I'm not worried about imprinting the other one necessarily. There, see, 100%. What was this? If it's something simple, then I'll do it. It wants to go on a walk too. Okay, come on. Maybe I can get it in before it... Nope, didn't make it. So, anyhow. So, whatever. It's a backup. If I need something for one of them oh shit moments, that's what it is. They can sit there and whatever. Well, that worked out pretty good. I'm gonna take some meat, put on this one, put some on this, and we need to get us a trough set up really badly. So let's give this a name so then we know this is the one we want to be riding. What do y'all think? How about Angie. Angie the RG. I don't even know if that's how you spell it, but that's how we're going to spell it. And then what I do, take the saddle off this one, because that's kind of like stock. Those are your stock pieces. And then we'll come in here and I'll just put them in this box. It'll be fine. Kind of your breeders, I guess you could say. However you want to look at it. You could actually take that one there and replace it with... No, because it's a female. That's a female. We need a better male, actually, to really have what we're looking for. I'm going to... oh, that little turtle. Little turtle. Be cute little red eyes. Look at him. Carbomimus. Big old footprints for a little turtle. I guess what we need to do is get a little bit of wooden thatch, I think, and stone. We need a little bit of... Because I wanted to build a trough here for him. Beaver. I'm just going to get a little bit of wood. Right quick. Alright, that's good. We're about full of all we can hold. Drop him down. Pick up the dough. Beat some stone. That should be enough for what we want. Come over here. We're going to put stone. Pull. There it is. Hit this again. There's the wood. Boom. And thatch. Should have picked up a few thatch. Alright, now go over here. Thatch, wood fiber. Yeah, I think the only thing we might not have is enough metal. Yeah, we need 3 metal. That's fine. That's fine. I had to guess. There's 3 metal. No big deal. Stone. There's some flint and hide. Now we got us a feeding trough. Put it down out here outside, kind of by the front door, so we'll know where it's at. Like that. And at some point I'll have 2 of these, one for meat, one for berries. Makes sense, right? So let's it is eating up every bit of that meat. Yeah, these suckers you start breeding and stuff, boy, you have got to have a pile of meat. So, you know, usually you're going to have something that gets a good excessive amount of meat, like a thyla or a rex or something that, you know, gets a significant amount of meat. RGs are not the best, but, you know, it is what it is. We can go grab some more. We're still pretty early, so we, you know, the odds of us having something to be a great meat getters, you know, and depending on what you kill too, what, you know, what kind of meat you actually amount of meat you're gonna get. Hate these things. They don't do damage, but if they walk into your camp and you got dinosaurs around, they'll just sit there and keep pushing them. They're a nuisance. They're good for crap that I'm aware of. I don't think they even get berries. I guess they're a PvP dinosaur, I guess. I don't know. But they will give you some prime meat, I believe. We got 34 prime meat there. I was going to go check out that yellow drop, but we need to get this meat in the box. So they'll have something to kind of munch on while we're out doing about stuff in the next video. Because that's going to be about it for me for the day, folks. I've had a pretty good long day working. It's hot today where I'm at. It is hot today. So, went in here. He's got some meat on him to eat with. Grab this hide and stuff off of it. That bone in there. Put this in here. I think that'll kind of do us. We've got, you know, we got accomplished what we wanted to get accomplished. We've got an Anki. We've got to give it a name. We'll do that on the next one. Figure out a name for the old Anki. Not the prettiest one I've ever got, but he'll do the job. He'll get us started. But anyhow, I guess until next time, guys. Y'all have a good day, good evening. I'd appreciate any likes and subscribes you guys want to share this way, and just put the little bell if you're liking these videos and you want to watch more of it. And Leave any comments, suggestions that you have. I'm probably going to take a day or two off from doing, I don't know if I'll have a video in the next day or two. I'm going to be out of town this coming up weekend, so I don't know. I might stream some Sunday night. But I'm probably going to start doing, like, I'm going to do these videos a couple of times a week, and then I'm going to start streaming a couple other things. Like Scrap Mechanic. They just come out with their release. I'm thinking about maybe doing some of it, or I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Empyrean. That's a really good game. There's Valheim's just right around the corner of their 1.0 release, and we've got a pretty good group that is going to play it on a server, and I'm sure that I will stream some of it, and then I plan on doing a single player playthrough of it too. So kind of more of an informational videos and stuff out of it. But anyhow, I look forward to our next time together, and I appreciate everybody that's come in, and I hope you enjoy. Again, like, share, and subscribe, and hit the little bell. But until next time, guys, adios.